Hello, I am Emery John Frazier, and you are perfect, and we are here together pursuing more of that perfection. There's not really much to pursue, just to become more aware that we are everything we need to be. All we're doing is becoming more aware that we are the whole, we are the one, and that's exactly what we're talking about today. Principle number 2, the all is the one, and the one is the all. Where to go from here? Oh, the two beliefs, ideas, they popped in my head when I was going over creating this video. The golden rule. I feel like the golden rule comes directly from the all is the one and the one is the all. I'm going to call it law 1 from now, make it quicker. So, the idea that you should treat others the way you should be treated sounds like a great idea. It's like, yeah, why would everybody not want to do that? That's why I'm going to raise my kids. I was actually taught that. When you break it down, it creates the first illusion. Treat others. The law of one says there is no others. There is only the one. And so when you put in the other there, you create the first illusion. Not even thinking it. It's like, oh, this was a great idea I had that somebody told me, and I feel like it's a great principle, but yet it doesn't align with the foundation. The second one is judge not, yet ye be judged. And it comes from the thought of you shouldn't judge. But in order to even think about judgment, there needs to be something other than yourself to judge. So again, it creates a whole idea of separation. The illusion. Another thing I feel doesn't align is the idea of telling you what to do. They both say do something and don't do something. The law of one doesn't tell you what to do at all. It tells you what is. And then you get to choose how to proceed from there. You have your free will. You're responsible for your actions. Then on the other two, it sounds like somebody's telling you what to do, and then that person that told you this is responsible because you don't have the choice anymore. You're just stuck with somebody's opinion. When you analyze the ideas, it's very powerful because it's already narrowing down your possibilities when you tell somebody this is the way it should be done versus this is the way it is, and what you do with it is up to you. So, I want to talk to you about how to understand the law of one from a physical, mental standpoint. Because it's good to have both understandings. I found that to be true. So, I was listening to Bashar, and he gave me this great metaphor. So, imagine before reality was created. There was no space, no time, no matter, no light, nothing. Just consciousness. And it decided to have an experience. And it thought to itself, how can I have an experience? How is that possible? So it said, oh, let me use myself to create everything else. So it started to do that. It started to create matter and light. Pretty soon these laws that we're talking about were created. And then it thought to itself, there's still something missing. What could be, how can we improve upon this? And it thought, oh, if I'm just reacting with myself, it won't be real enough. It won't be potent enough. So let's create this idea of separation. That this thing I'm interacting with over here is not the one, not the all. It is something else. And so upon this journey we're having, we're remembering that, oh, we are just one. That the separation was just an illusion we chose to experience. And now, with this new understanding, which is really the original, the old understanding, I can release the illusion of separation. I want to talk about how you can see this oneness in a lot of different ways. So we currently have the understanding that there's a thing called hot and a thing called cold, good and evil. There's a whole bunch of them. We like to call it duality. The versus, this versus that, or the or, it's good or bad. Imagine you have a spectrum here, and there's the hot and the cold. There's only really one thing we're talking about. It's called temperature. But we're using these two different words to describe this one thing. And somehow, after a while, you start to think that they're separate. When actually, it's just this one thing called temperature. And you can think about everything like that. All there is this one thing, and we're just using all these beliefs to separate into different things when there is no separation. And that's the first thing that gets us away from ourselves, is to think that there is something outside of us. The one is the all, and the all is the one. Remember the water droplet from last video? So the water droplets start thinking more about where it starts and where the outside ends. And it finally came to the conclusion that there is no outside and there is no in. For I am the ocean, and the ocean is just a big water droplet. So the droplet released the illusion of separation and became one again. And it was always one, it just became aware of the oneness. And that's exactly what we're doing. And I truly know within myself, if you pursue this one principle, one truth, one law, this will change everything. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. I love you. And again, there's nothing you must do, but everything you wish to experience, you may, with the understanding that you are already everything. Have a great day.